everyone. I wanted to make another video for you. Golf is a wonderful sport. I love this because sometimes you're at a certain level and then you discover new things and it's like wow, there's a whole new, it's like a video game. Like you unlock a level and then it opens up all these new powers and you're like, whoa, I got this and I got this and I got this now. So you experiment with that and you have fun with it, and then it unlocks even more levels. So and that all just goes to understanding the golf swing, and for me it's been a really fun journey. I also wanted to thank some commenters out there. They've been giving me some tips, and I really appreciate it. You take the time to look at my swing, to analyze it, and to try and help. And I'll take anything. I think it's really really great. To take the time out of your busy days and to try and help. So that's what we're all here for. So thanks for that. So in this video, what I wanted to do is share with you some of my research on right elbow bend, and some work I've been doing on my right hip that I think has changed my swing, just got me to a whole nother level. My ball flights have been great as well. And so I wanted to explain to you the changes I made, also why I made them, and hopefully maybe you guys can work some of this into your swing, and it could help you as well. So my son, he started golf when he was about 8 years old. He was this high, and we started golfing together. It was a nice father-son thing to do. And he's left-handed. And of course his swing is amazing because, as all kids' swings are, he does everything that I would like to do. And I would ask him, how does he do it? And of course he would say, I don't know. So I think there's a big difference between learning golf when you're a kid and learning golf as an adult. But what I like to do every once in a while is take some of his clubs and swing them left-handed and hit some balls with it. Because what it helps me to do is just sort of balance out my body. And also when I'm starting to think of a move, just doing it on the same side all the time gets tiring. And so sometimes thinking about the move on the other side just sort of helps me to sequence things or to think about it on a different way. And then when you switch back to your normal side, then sometimes it feels even more natural, or it makes even more sense. So I like to do that every once in a while. Now one thing I noticed is I had his driver the other day, and I've always noticed that my swing naturally left-handed is fundamentally better than my swing is right-handed. In other words, when I go through, I have the left-handed, I have the elbow just naturally bent, my hips are more turned towards the target, and I'm not even thinking about it. And I always wonder, like, how does that happen? So I kind of, so I'll show that to you. And I kind of really want to analyze, well, how does that happen? How do I get my elbow in? So as I'm swinging left-handed, I'm kind of analyzing, what am I doing? And I tried to apply that to my right hand. So here's basically what I've changed, and it's a way of thinking about the right elbow. So what I used to do is I would get to the top, and since I want to get my right elbow in, I would start pulling my right elbow down like this. And what that would do then a lot of times is I would pull out of the shot and I'd block it, and then I'd end up with my weight on my back foot, and I would struggle with that. So then I tried, getting my top of my body over and all of that. And what I noticed when I was left-handed is, for some reason my elbow just went through while I was swinging. I didn't, because I'm not left-handed, I don't have a natural need to hit or to release or anything with my left hand. So I would just get the club up there and I would just literally turn through, and I noticed my elbow never fired, and I went, whoa. So I thought, well, let me give that a try. And it's a hard thing to do because you want to naturally fire, because that's what you've been doing this whole time. So I just tried to get it up there and just turn through and hold this and push the elbow forward. And that basically is what really worked. And so now what I'm thinking about is, instead of getting up here and pulling the elbow down and getting the hip up and turning through, is I'm actually now thinking at the top is keep this elbow out, and what I want to do is get this elbow from here down to here at impact. So it's from here, and then get that elbow down up here and pull it down in here, and impact, I want my elbow pushing forward and pushing forward, and it'll naturally release. You don't even have to worry. I don't even think really about pushing or releasing or anything. It's just, if you just get that elbow down, then you'll have a nice bent elbow, and then you'll push through. Now, you might be wondering, why do you want this bent right elbow, other than the fact that most pros seem to have that elbow bent at impact, and even a lot of them way after impact, even out to here, and then they straighten or release. Now, I think the reason why that is, it's really simple, is it's your club face. So when you fire the elbow, you're usually rolling over as well, like that, and that's the release. And I believe that you want that release actually to come way after you've actually hit the ball. Why is that? It's just so that your club head literally does not rotate as it's going through the hitting zone. What you want to do is have the club be as rotate the least amount as possible through the hitting zone, and then fire afterwards. And that's what you see most of the pros doing, is their elbow is bent and their club face just doesn't move. It's really straight through the hitting zone, and then it's afterwards that the club head flips over like that. Whereas I find that most amateurs who cast, and what I used to do is I would go through, I would early extend, and my club face was turning through. And I was getting that whip, and what all the pros say is release, you got to release through the golf ball. And that gives you more power, that's for sure, if you time it just right. But, if you're game, if you're different, if you're tired, if the weather conditions are different, you don't got your timing just right, then that rate of rotation or closure through the impact zone is just so high that trying to hit straight shots consistently is going to be hard. Whereas if you keep that right elbow bent and all you're doing is going through like that and then releasing afterwards, then your chances of actually hitting the same straight shot every single time just increases. So that's why I've been working so hard to get the right elbow bent at impact and then fire and release way after. Other people say, you know, try and get the swoosh out here, and you've already seen my videos on that. It's like I couldn't work with that swing thought of getting the swoosh out here. For me, it's just easier to say keep the shaft on the shoulder through impact. And now I've added the shaft on shoulder through impact and get that elbow pushing down at impact. And that will give you right elbow bend. And it's I'm really working on that. It's really making sense to me how that mechanism works. So that's the research that I've been doing, and I'll show you the before and after videos. So I hope maybe that could help you as well. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Thank you.